Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Shri Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Ama tak bazı
Hare Krishna,
insanların
Krishna
öyle
Krishna,
bir
Hare
arada.
Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
just
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Varottama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram 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 Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Ram.
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Ram Ram Ram.
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Ram. Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Hare Ram.
Ram Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Ram Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna. Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram.
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram. 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram 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 Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Ram Ram Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare
Namacharya Sridhanta
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Shravatra Srimati Vedanta Swami Name
Hare
Namaste
Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Rama Rama Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Shri
Ram Ram Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Shri Ram,
Hare
Shri Shri
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare Shri
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram
Hare Rama
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prasad Prabhu, Saraswati Mataji, Lavanya, and Radhika Mataji, Hare Krishna. Okay, she left. Okay, so we'll continue Mangalacharana prayer and we'll start reading. Devotees will join eventually. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshauranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namire. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangamulangaayate Giri Yatkrupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarvavasam Piva Yasmare Pundari Paksham Sabahyaabhyantaram Suji Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Tada Pashyanti Suryo Diviva Chakshiradatam Tad Viprasa Vipanyo Jagruham Sasamindate Vishnum Yat Paramam Padam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Okay. So today we are going to discuss chant from 2.54. Okay, what is in there? 2.54. So I have shared in the group. Let me quickly share and we can have a context. What is that context is all about? Okay, so let me share now. So here we have gone through as a section-wise recitation these days. Second chapter from first verse 2 until 53 verses we have completed. Arjuna's further doubts surrenders to Krishna. Arjuna further reasons for not fighting and then surrenders to Krishna. Those 10 verses. Then 11 to 30 verses, Jnana. Fight. Anyway, you have to fight. There is no death for the soul. The body can never be saved. That is the concept. And 2.31 and 2.38, those 7 to 8 slokas talks about Karma Kanda. Still, you have to fight. Understand, but you have to fight. Karma Kanda consciousness, by performing prescribed duties, gain material enjoyment. Material gains, heaven or kingdom, from fighting. Material losses, infamy and sin, from not fighting. Section 4, that's where we have chanted last 1 week, more than 1 week, 2.39 to 2.53, Buddhi Yoga. Still fight, you have to fight. Fight, but without any reaction. Nishkama Karma Yoga. One works with knowledge, karma and jnana. Thus detached from the fruits of his work. This is the last section, section 5, 2.54 to 2.72. Sthita Prajna, concept is Sthita Prajna, Samadhi. Still you have to fight. Krishna is remembering in different slokas. You have to fight. Remembering is duty, basically. He forgot. And now he is getting regained his consciousness. Become fixed in Krishna consciousness. By working in Buddhi Yoga, one attains material detachment and thus an equipoised platform of liberation called Samadhi. So we'll continue 2.54. So let me share here. Okay. BG 2.54. Advanced liberation. Okay, I'm sharing now. Okay, 2.54. Okay. I want to put this way. Verse text needed. Verse text needed. Okay. And let us see synonyms also. 54. Okay. Please chant with me. Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha.
Sthita Prajna. Concept is Sthita Prajna. Okay. Yeah. Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha.
Sthita
Prajnasya ka bhasha.
Samadhistasya Keshava.
Samadhistasya Keshava.
Sthitadhikum prabhaseta.
Sthitadhikum prabhaseta.
1 second. Next, Kim asita vrajeta kim.
Himasita vrajeta kim.
Okay, 4 lines together. 4 lines together. Yes. Stita prajnasya ka bhasha. Arjuna uvacha again. Stita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava stitadhi kim prabhaseta kimasita vrajeta kim. Please chant.
अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्
Your
हरे
turn.
कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी दंडवत प्रणामालु
Dhanavad pranam. Chant.
अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभाषेत किम् आसीत व्रजेत किम् శ్రీప్రపాదుల అనువాదం. అర్జునుడు పలికెను, ఓ కృష్ణ, అట్లు సమాధిమగ్నమైన చైతన్యము గలవాని లక్షణములు ఎట్టివి? అతడు ఎట్లు భాషించును? అతని భాష ఎట్టిది? అతడు ఎట్లు కూర్చుండును? ఎట్లు నడుచును? హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
Read translation, somebody, please. Chant, read the translation. Translation. Haribol?
Yeah. Can I read? Hare Krishna.
Go ahead,
Prasad.
go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead. I mean,
Sorry,
the
sorry.
పిలుసుడికే అయిపోతుందిరా భయ్.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. Sorry.
Yeah. Read it.
Okay. Okay. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna said, "O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? How does he speak? And what is his language? How does he sit? And how does he walk?"
Haribol.
Haribol.
Thank you. Yeah, text 55. One more. Krishna started speaking again. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
भगवान् उवाच
Prajahati yada kaman
प्रजहाति यथा कामान्
sarvan parthamanogatan
सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान्
atmanyevatmana tusta
आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्ट
Stita prajna sadadochyate.
स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते
4 lines together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
भगवान् उवाच
Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyevatmana tusta. Please mute yourself. Stita prajnastadochyate. You are able to see or not?
Yes, yes, we are able to.
Yeah, whoever not speaking, please unmute, okay? Background.
Yeah,
Okay, chant 4 lines together, please.
yeah.
श्रीभगवान् उवाच
Uvacha.
प्रजहाति यथा कामान्
Raja
सर्वान्
Sarvan
पार्थमनोगतान्
Partamanogatan
आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्ट
Atmanyevatmana
स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते
Motyate.
Okay, he is defining, okay? Sisa pragyasya. Mara chain,
श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रजाहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् ఆత్మన్యేవాత్మనా తుష్ట స్థితప్రజ్ఞస్తదోచ్యతే. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదుల వారి అనువాదము. దేవాది దేవుడు పలికెను, ఓ పార్థ, మానవుడు మనోకల్పితములైన అన్ని రకముల ఇంద్రియభోగ కోరికలను విడిచినప్పుడు, అట్లు శుద్ధపడిన అతని మనస్సు కేవలము ఆత్మయందు సంతృప్తి చెందినప్పుడు అతడు ప్రజ్ఞుడుగా చెప్పబడును. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
Thank you. English translation. Somebody?
I can read, Prabhu, if no one is there.
Yeah.
Okay. The Supreme Personality of the Godhead said, "O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification, wow, desire itself, which arises from mental
Concoction.
concoction, and when his mind, thus purified, finds a satisfaction in the self alone, then he said to be in a pure transcendental consciousness." ఇంకోసారి చూద్దాం ప్రభు, చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇది. the personality of Godhead. Oh, Partha. It is telling to all of us, okay? When a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification, okay, which arise from mental
Concoction.
concassation.
Yeah. Okay.
And when his mind thus purified, desires itself purify అవుతుంది, find satisfaction in the self alone, okay, self alone, then he is said to be in a pure transcendental consciousness.
Mhm. So that is the definition of Sthita Pragya. We'll stop here. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue. Text 56. Okay. Hare Krishna. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we'll continue with Srimad Bhagavatam 4th canto 13th chapter.
మారాలనుకుంటే ఆ ఒక్క శ్లోకాన్ని మెడిటేషన్ చేసినా సరిపోతుంది కదా గిరిరాజ్ ప్రభు, అసలు నిజంగా చెప్పాలంటే.
కానీ గివ్ ఇట్ అప్ మెటీరియల్ డిజైర్స్ అనేది ఇల్యూజర్ ఎనర్జీ. వీఆర్ ఇన్ ద ఇల్యూజర్ ఎనర్జీ. Illusion energy also from Krishna only. That energy always keeps us to think, and wanted to enjoy this world, having so many desires, having so many pleasures in the materialistic way. అదంతా పోవాలంటే స్థిత ప్రజ్ఞ స్టేజ్కి రావాలంటే కంటిన్యూస్లీ ఏం చేస్తారు, చేతో దర్పణమార్జనం మహాదావాగ్ని నిర్మాపనం. ఆ దావాగ్ని అంటే నాట్ ఓన్లీ జన్మ మృత్యు జరావ్యాధి, నో, దావాగ్ని మెటీరియల్ డిజైర్స్. మెటీరియల్ డిజైర్స్ ఆల్సో ఎట్లా వస్తాయి, ఎట్లా అనేది due to contact with three modes of material nature, all these kinds of desires are created in one's mind and want to enjoy or experience. So that's what it is. So nicely described, right? Sita Pragya means give it up. See, and that's where Prabhupada writes in his purports and books and wherever. Purificatory process. Krishna consciousness is a purificatory process. Contamination, cleaning the heart. It is completely covered with so many dust layers of material desires. As soon as it is cleaned so nicely, then we can see, we can be situated in Sthita Prajna. That means a good consciousness, nice consciousness. So thank you so much, okay, bro. Yes, we will continue Srimad Bhagavatam. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Sri Prabhu. Raju Prabhu కొన్ని వర్స్లు డిసైడ్ చేయండి మై డియర్ ప్రభు. ఉన్నారా?
యా ప్రభు. yes
నేను
ప్రభుజీ.
చెప్తాను. నేను ఇక్కడ షేర్ చేస్తాను, డోంట్ వరీ. ఇక్కడ చేయండి, అక్కడ చేయండి. భాగవతం వర్సెస్ హరిబోల్. ఐఎమ్
Yes,
షేరింగ్
ప్రభుజీ.
నో. చేయండి.
డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుందా ప్రభుజీ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్?
ఏం డిస్టర్బెన్స్ లేదు, మంచిగా చేసేయండి.
యా శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం 1.2.4 నారాయణం నమస్కృత్య నరం చైవ నరోత్తమం దేవీం సరస్వతిం వ్యాసం తతో జయముదీరతి. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of consequent conquest, one should offer respectable obeisance unto the supreme personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Sri Vyasadeva, the author. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.18. నష్టప్రాయేష భద్రేషు నిత్యం భాగవత సేవయా భగవతి ఉత్తమ శ్లోకే భక్తిర్భవతి నైష్టికి. By the regular attendance in the classes of Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is the troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised the transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Krishneshwa damopagate dharma nanadibhi saha kalau nasta drisham esha puranarko dunoditaha. This Bhagavata Purana is a brilliant as the sun, and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Person who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get the light from this Purana. Thank you.
Kuntimaran
Can you continue,
prayer.
please?
చేయండి ఈ 2 ప్రేయర్లు చేయండి.
Yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.8.21 Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Let me therefore offer my respectable obeisance unto the Lord who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd man of Vrindavan, and the deliverer of the cows and the senses. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.8.22 Nama Pankaja Nabhaya, Nama Pankaja Malini, Nama Pankaja Netraya, Namaste Pankajangre. My respectable obeisance unto you, O Lord, whose uh, abdomen is marked with the depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with the garlands of lotus flowers, whose glance as cool as the lotus, and the whose feet engraved with the lotuses.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Chalo,
Prabhu, I
we
want to
start.
read the section 5 also. Prabhu. I will go. Can you read?
Yes. Section wise. ఓకే.
Yeah.
ఈ 12-18 వరకు చదవండి. 3 అంతవరకు వేద్దాం ఈరోజు. ఓకే. విల్ సీ.
12-18 వరకు. Okay, Prabhu. Yeah. 4th
19-20
13th
కదా?
chapter.
19-20 ఇదంతా ఈ గ్రాఫ్.
Okay. Okay. 4th chapter, 4th canto, 13th chapter, description of the descendants of Dhruva Maharaja. 1 to 5, Vidura inquires about the Prachetas. 6 to 9, sorry, 6 to 20, Maitreya describes the descendants of Dhruva. 6 to 9, the qualities of Utkala, the eldest son of Dhruva, and his departure to the forest. 10 to 11, Utkala appears mad, so the minister's crown his brother Vachara as king. 12 to 18, descendants of Vachara. The 7th king as Anga, who leaves home. The descendants of Vachara, the 7th king is Anga, who leaves home, distributes the bad character of his son Veena. 19 to 10,
bad qualities.
Disgusted. 19 to 20, Veena dies by the curse of the angry sages. They chant his dead body and Prutu appears.
Very well. Thank you, Baba. We'll continue there. Now, first to 5, Vidura inquires about the Prachetas. You have direct 5 verses, pretty straightforward. Let us read with Prabhupada purports now. Okay. So this is the thing. Srimad Bhagavatam, first 4th canto, 13th chapter. We are starting now. Okay. Translation, please start. Anybody who wants to do first? Lavanya, continue, or Saraswati Mataji? Madhavi Mataji, whoever's.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I read Prabhuji?
Yeah, read.
Yes, Prabhuji. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sutta Goswami, continuing to speak to all the rishis, headed by Shaunaka, said, after hearing Maitreya Rishi describe Dhruva Maharaja's accent to Lord Vishnu's abode, Vidura became very much enlightened in devotional emotion, and he inquired from Maitreya as follows. Purport. As evidence in the topics between Vidura and Maitreya, the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the devotees are so fascinating that neither the devotee who is describing them nor the devotee who is hearing is at all fatigued by the inquiries and answers. Transcendental subject matter is so nice that no one becomes tired of hearing or speaking. Others who are not devotees may think, how can people devotee so much time simply to talk of gods? But devotees are never satisfied or satiated in hearing and speaking about the Supreme Personality of Godhead or about his devotees. Prabhuji, can you scroll down, Prabhuji? The more they hear and talk, the more they become enthusiastic to hear. The chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra is simply the repetition of 3 words, Hare Krishna, and Rama. But still, devotees can go on chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 24 hours a day without feeling fatigued. Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Fatigue and తెలుసా మాతాజీ?
అదే ప్రభుజీ, టైర్డ్ అవ్వటమే కదా ప్రభుజీ, ఒళ్ళు
సరే, డిక్షనరీలో రెడీ ఉంది చదవండి. Tired, exhausting. Feeling tiredness and exhausted. That means what you learn from here? What we learn from here? Purport? What is saying, Prabhupada?
Prabhupada is explaining that devotees never get fatigued of hearing about the qualities, the divineness of Supreme Personality of Godhead. అని చెప్తున్నారు గురుజీ. ఎంత 24 hours కూడా దే కంటిన్యూస్లీ హియరింగ్ అబౌట్ అండ్ హియరింగ్, చాంటింగ్ and talking about his divine qualities.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
That's why there is a sloka is that every time it gives some fresh feelings. When we read Bhagavad Gita, even though we read Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam or these scriptures as these are the subject matter of eternality, right? Right. This Krishna is there. When Krishna is there means whatever comes Vedanta Krit Vedavid Eva Chaham, Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Vedanta with Vedakrit Vedavid Eva Chaham. As long as we hear Eva Chaham, compiler of the Vedas and knower of the Vedas. So knower of the Vedas who is Krishna only, right? So when we read literature, Acharyas say that, Navanava feeling, Navanava fresh feelings every time. Because this is not from this world. This is not from this world. We have subject matter from this world: physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, maths, physics, whatever. Software companies, different coding languages. I have worked on Java from 1.0. Okay, now it's 27.0. 27.0. No. There is no, and that also temporary. Java 27.0. Krishna. Okay. So that's where we need to connect with scripture and elevate ourselves. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Next is second verse. Who wants to read? Lifted hands. Lower your hand and continue reading. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Madhav, continue. Next to Madhav Prasad Prabhu. Okay. Come on. Read, Mataji.
Yes. Viduravacha.
It's okay. Slogan ఏం లేదు. Important slogan చేద్దాము, but it's okay.
Okay. Translation. Vidura inquired from Maitreya, O greatly advanced devotee, who were the Prachetas? To which family did they belong? Whose sons were they? And where did they perform the great sacrifices? Purport. The great Narada singing in the previous chapter, 3 verses in the sacrificial arena of the Prachetas gave another impetus to Vidura to ask further questions. Prabhuji, కొంచెం
slowly, yeah. Okay.
Translation. Vidura continued, I know that the great sage Narada is the greatest of our devotees. He has compiled the Pancharatrika procedure of devotional service and has directly met the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. There are 2 different ways of approaching the Supreme Lord. One is called Bhagavata Marga at the way of Srimad Bhagavatam, and the other is called Pancharatrika Vidhi. Pancharatrika Vidhi is the method of temple worship, and Bhagavata Vidhi is the system of 9 process which begin with hearing and chanting.
Yeah.
The Krishna conscious movement accesses both process simultaneously and thus enables one to make steady progress on the path of realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This Pancharatrika procedure was first introduced by the great sage Narada, as referred to here by Vidura.
Pancharatrika Vidhi also. So in our ISKCON temple, we follow Pancharatrika Vidhi, performing deity worship. As Narada Muni stated, Narada Muni compiled how to do worship Archa Vigraha. Okay, we'll continue. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
What are the 9 process? Since you read, no? What are the 9 process of bhakti?
It's a Shravanam Kirtanam.
Yes.
Vishnu
Hearing.
Smaranam.
Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam.
Padasevanam Archanam.
Vandanam.
Dasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam.
Very good. Thank you. Radha Maharaj ki
Thank you.
jai. Hare Krishna. Text 4. Continue, please. None who wants to?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Okay.
Translation. Okay, translation in purpose by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. While all the Prachatas were executing religious rituals and sacrificial ceremonies, and thus worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead for his satisfaction, the great sage Narada described the transcendental qualities of Dhruva Maharaja. Narada Muni is always glorifying the pastimes of Lord. In this verse, we see that not only does he glorify the Lord, but he is also like to glorify the devotees of Lord. The great sage Narada's mission is to broadcast the devotional service of the Lord. For this, the purpose he has compiled the Narada Pancharatra, a, a directory of devotional service, so that the devotees can always take information about how to execute the devotional service and thus engage 24 hours a day in performing sacrifices for pleasure of Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Lord has created 4 orders of social life, namely Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras. In the Narada Pancharatra, it is very clearly described how each of the social orders can please the Supreme Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita 18.45, it is stated, Sve Sve Karmanye Abhiradha Samasiddhim Labhate Naraha. By executing one's prescribed duties, one can please the Supreme Lord. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.13, also it is stated that Swanustas
Swanustitasya.
Swanustastasya
Swanustitas.
Dharmasya Samasiddhir Haritoshanam. Okay. The perfection of duty to see that by discharging one's specific duties, one satisfies the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When the Prachatas were performing sacrifices according to this direction, Narada Muni was satisfied to see these activities. And he also wanted to glorify Dhruva Maharaj in the sacrificial arena.
Thank you very much. 2 or 3 verses pointed over here. This particular 18.45. Sweswe Karmana. Sweswe Karmane Abhirata Samsiddhi Lavatendra Swakarma Nirata Siddhim Yatha Indati Tashkrano. Do our duty. By following his qualities of work, every man become perfect. Now please hear from me how this can be done. Krishna says, Bhagavatam also. Atap Pumbir Dija Shrestha Varnashrama Vivakasa Swanustitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. Best among the twice born, it is therefore concluded that the highest perfection one can achieve by discharging the duties prescribed for one's own occupation, according to caste divisions and orders of life, is to please the personality of whatever varna or whatever ashrama, it has to samsiddhir haritoshanam, it has to please the Supreme Lord. That's where keeping Krishna in the center and perform your duty. Keeping Krishna in the center, like that. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Baba. Next, who wants to do? Text to 5. Lifted hand or lower hand? Okay, Baba. Yeah. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Translation. My dear Brahmana, how did Narada Muni glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead? And what pastimes were described in that meeting? I'm very eager to hear of them. Kindly explain fully about the glorification of the Lord. Purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srimad Bhagavatam is the record of Bhagavad Katha. Topics about the pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam is the record of Bhagavad Katha. Topics about the pastimes of the Lord. What Vidura was anxious to hear from Maitreya, we can also hear 5,000 years later provided we are very eager. Thank you, Prabhuji.
చాలా ఇంకోటి చదవండి మైత్రేయ.
Maitreya. Translation. The great sage Maitreya replied, "My dear Vidura, when Maharaj Dhruva departed for the forest, his son Utkala did not desire to accept the opulent throne of his father, which was meant for the ruler of all lands of this planet."
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. You want to read this answer?
It's okay. It's okay.
Read this one.
Give someone
This
else.
one. Yeah, read it. Yeah.
Yeah. Translation.
Yes, next. Read, Prabhu. Read. Yeah.
Yeah. From his very birth,
Okay.
Utkala was fully satisfied and unattached to the world. He was equipoised, for he could see everything resting in the super soul and the super soul present in everyone's heart. Purport. The symptoms and characteristics of Utkala, the son of Maharaj Dhruva, are those of a Mahabhagavata. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita 6.3, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati. A highly advanced devotee sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead everywhere, and he also sees everything resting in the Supreme. It is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 9.4. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina. Lord Krishna is the spirit. Lord Krishna is spread all over the universe in his impersonal feature. Everything is resting on him. But that does not mean that everything is himself. A highly advanced Mahabhagavata devotee sees in this spirit. He sees the same super soul Paramatma existing within everyone's heart, regardless of discrimination based on different material forms of the living entities. He sees everyone as part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Mahabhagavata, who experiences the Supreme Godhead's presence everywhere, is never missing from the sight of the Supreme Lord, nor is the Supreme Lord ever lost from his sight. This is possible only when one is advanced in the love of God. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Very important, Sloka, very important thing. As soon as Prabhupada here, translated this one, everything he could see everything resting in the super soul present in everyone's heart. He will immediately remember Bhagavad Gita words, Yomam Pashati Sarvatra Sarvam Cha Mai Pashyati. See how our knowledge also how nicely connected to this point with the mercy of Srila Prabhupada purports. Not only that one, 9.4 also, Maya Tattvavidam Sarvam. See, this is where I always love Srila Prabhupada in connection with different scriptural references. Maya Tattvavidam Sarvam Jagatavyakthamurtina. Lord Krishna is spread all over the universe. It is impossible. Everything is resting on him. But that does not mean that everything is he himself. Mahabhagavata spirit, devotee sees in this spirit. He sees the same super soul Paramatma existing in everyone's heart. Okay, no discrimination. He is a part and parcel of Krishna. He can see Krishna in cockroach also. Haribo, thank you very much. Next, Lavanya, you want to do?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Then
Yeah.
go ahead.
Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. By expansion of his knowledge of the Supreme Brahman, he had already attained liberation from the bondage of the body. This liberation is known as nirvana. He was situated in transcendental bliss, and he continued always in that blissful existence, which expanded more and more. This was possible for him by continual practice of Bhakti Yoga, which is compared to a fire because it burns away all dirty material things. He was always situated in his constitutional position of self realization, and he could not see anything else but the Supreme Lord and himself engaged in discharging devotional service.
Who is doing this one?
Utkala, son of Dhruva Maharaj.
Okay, continue.
Purport. These two verses explain the verse in the Bhagavad Gita. It's from 18.54. Brahmabhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. One who is transcendently situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed towards every living entity. In that state, he achieves pure devotional service unto me. It is also explained by Lord Chaitanya in his Sikshashtaka in the beginning of the first verse. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vadu Jivanam. The Bhakti Yoga system is the topmost yoga system, and in this system, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the foremost performance of devotional service. By chanting the holy name, one can attain the perfection of nirvana or liberation from material existence and also increase one's blissful life of spiritual existence as described by Lord Chaitanya. Anandamudi Vardhanam. When one is situated in that position, he no longer has any interest in material opulence or even a royal throne on sovereignty over the whole planet. This situation is called Viraktir Anyatra Syat. It is the result of devotional service. The more one makes advancement in devotional service, the more one becomes detached from material opulence and material activity. This is the spiritual nature or full of bliss. This is also described in Bhagavad Gita 2.59 Param Dvashta Nivartate. One ceases to take part in material enjoyment upon tasting superior blissful life in spiritual existence. By advancement in spiritual knowledge, which is considered to be like blazing fire, all material desires are burned to ashes. The perfection of mystic yoga is possible when one is continuously in connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead by discharging devotional service. A devotee is always thinking of the Supreme Person at every step of his life. Every conditioned soul is full of the reactions of his past life, but all dirty things are immediately burned to ashes if one simply executes devotional service. This is described in the Narada Pancharatra Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirvalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktirutyate.
ఎక్కడ రాసిందిరా భయ్? రుచికేనా ఋషికేశ్ ఎక్కడ రాయలే కదా ప్రభుపాద?
మీరు చెప్తారు కదా
I'm
ఎట్లా
just telling. Prabhupada ఎక్కడో రాసి ఉంటాడు, బట్ ఇక్కడ యా. సో దిస్ పాయింట్ మరొకసారి చదవమా?
One ceases to take part in material enjoyment upon tasting superior blissful life in spiritual existence.
రిజర్వేషన్
Higher,
రాసిన
higher taste.
పరం దృష్ట్వాని నివర్తతే. పరం దృష్ట్వాని వర్తతే. ఎన్ని రాస్తున్నాడు చూసిన పాయింట్స్. బ్రహ్మభూత ప్రసన్నాత్మ అంటే fully satisfied life. This is an Anandambadi Vardhanam. How can we do? By chanting. In this system of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, the foremost performance of devotional service. By chanting the holy name, one can attain the perfection of nirvana, liberation from material existence. Rebirth. Thank you so much. అంటే ఈ వర్స్ చూసిన తర్వాత, ఈ వర్స్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చేసిన తర్వాత ప్రభుపాద see how he was thinking, writing in purports. Let us chant this sloka, na? It is very important, seems, huh? Can we chant Prabhu this? Prabhu, Haribol? Lalit Mohan Prabhu, ఒకసారి చాంటింగ్ చేయండి. ఆత్మానం బ్రహ్మ నిర్వాణం ప్రత్యస్థామిత విగ్రహం అవబోధ రసైకాత్మ్యం ఆనందం అనుసంతతం. భయం లాంగ్వేజ్. ఆనందం అనుసంతతం. ఆనందం ప్లస్ అనుసంతతం ఎక్స్పాండెడ్. దట్స్ వేర్ ప్రభుపాద రిమెంబర్డ్. ఆనందాముది వర్ధనం అనే, అంతేనా? హరే కృష్ణ. ఆనందాముది వర్ధనం, ఆనంద అనుసంతతం. ఆనందం అనుసంతతం. వండర్ఫుల్. అండ్ అవ్యవచ్ఛిన్న యోగాగ్ని by practice of yoga, by the fire, bhakti by the fire. Yeah. Dagdha karma malasyaya. Dagdha karma malasya. See, by bhakti yoga, see, there is a process. That is the thing. So powerful process. The dagdha karma mala ashaya. Wow. ఇది పెట్టుకోవాలి. I want to put it here. This today's
జలాశయ అంటే రిజర్వాయర్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ కదా, మలాశయ అంటే రిజర్వాయర్ ఆఫ్ ఇంప్యూరిటీస్. హరిబోల్.
Wow. Wow, what a creativity. Jalashaya and Malashaya. Wonderful. Swarupam Avarundhanu. So what is Swarupam Avarundhanu? Okay. Constitutional position, Avarundhanu. Realizing, yeah, Jivara Swarupam Krishna. Okay. Natmanonyam Tadaikshata. Who is telling this, Maitreya is telling, right? Maitreya Muni is telling, these are the describing about the beautiful nature and attitude and behavior of Utkala. Wonderful, huh? Atmanadhan. Anything else? అందుకే I just put it duplicate. I want to make a note of it. This one important. Huh? Okay, next verse. Let us continue. Next verse, lifted hands ఎవరున్నారు? Akinjam Prabhu, I'm
నేను
asking.
చదవను
Chandan
ప్రభు.
Prabhu. Okay, jump in. Yes, jump in, jump in.
జంపిన్ లేదు బాబు, లేట్ గా జంపిన్ అవుతుంది ప్రభు.
No, we will say in the call, right? I have to jump. Direct say in, Prabhu. Direct, yeah, it's okay.
Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki ji. Utkala appeared to the less intelligent persons on the road to be foolish, blind, dumb, deaf, and mad, although actually he was not so. He remained like fire covered with ashes without blazing flames. He remained like fire covered with ashes without blazing flames. Okay. In order
Yeah.
to avoid contradiction, botheration, and unfavorable situations created by materialistic persons, a great saintly person like Jadabharta or Utkala remains silent. The less intelligent consider such saintly persons to be mad, deaf, or dumb. Actually, an advanced devotee avoids speaking with persons who are not in devotional life, but to those who are in devotional life, he speaks in friendship, and he speaks to the innocent for their enlightenment. For all practical purposes, the whole world is full of non-devotees, and so one kind of very advanced devotee is called Bhajaranandi. Those who are ghostly Anandi, however, we
Ghostian.
preach. Yeah,
Ghostianandi. Ghost
Ghostyanandi. Yeah,
Ghostianandi.
Ghostyanandi, however, preach to increase the number of devotees. But even such preachers also avoid opposing elements who are unfavorably deposed towards spiritual life.
Jai. Very normal materialistic person, they see him like, dumb, deaf, mad, picture. But they don't know that the realized nature of that person. Okay. ఇంకోటి చదవండి పని చదవండి బాబు. చదవండి ఇంకోటి.
Yeah. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. For this reason, the ministers and all the elderly members of the family thought Utkala to be without intelligence and in fact mad. Thus, his younger brother named Vatsara, the son of Brahmi, was elevated to the royal throne and he became king of the world. Purport. It appears that although there was in monarchy, it was not at all autocracy. There were senior family members and ministers who could make changes and elect the proper person to the throne, although the throne could be occupied only by the royal family. In modern days, also, wherever there is monarchy, sometimes the ministers and elderly members of the family select one member from the royal family to occupy the throne in the preference to another. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Autocracy. Monarchy and autocracy. Okay. Next. Akincham Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Translation of Prabhu. King Vatsasara had a very dear wife whose name was Savarviti, and she gave birth to the 6 sons named Pushparna, Tigmaketu, Isha, Urja, Vasu, and Jaya. Purport.
Yeah.
Vatsasara's wife is mentioned here as Ishta, which means worshipable. In other words, it appears that Vatsasara's wife had all good qualities. For example, she was always very faithful and obedient and affectionate to her husband. She had all good qualities for managing household affairs. If both the husband and wife are endowed with good qualities and live peacefully, then the nice children take birth, and thus the whole family is happy and prosperous.
Hare Krishna. Very nice written. 13. Yeah. Read this translation. Okay, well, continue.
Utparna had two wives named Prabha and Dosa. Prabha had three sons named Pratar, Prathar, Madhyani, Madhyan, Madhyandinam, and Sayam. Okay. Prathar,
Morning, afternoon.
Yeah, Madhyanam and
Morning. Yeah, that's like names. Pratar, Madhyan, Dinam, Chaya. Morning, afternoon, and evening, like that. I mean, just names. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, I think everybody done now. Let me see. Somebody joined now. Lakshmi Kant Prabhu. Okay. Come on, Prabhu. Read next couple of verses. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Translation. Dosa had three sons, Pradosa, Nishita, and Yusta. Yutsa wife was named Pushkarani, and she gave birth to a very powerful son named Sarvateja.
Next, very important is sloka, Prabhu. Actually, I want to duplicate this. Okay, read.
Translation: Sarvateja wife Akuti gave birth to a son named Chakshusa, who became the sixth Manu at the end of the Manu millennium. Nadwala, the wife of Chakshusa, Manu, gave birth to the following faultless sons: Puru, Kutsa, Trita, Dyumna, and Satyavana Rita. And Vrata, Agni, Stoma, Atiratra, and Pradyumna, Sibi, and Ulmuka.
Yeah. Next also, please continue.
Translation: of the 12 sons, Ulmuka begot 6 sons in his wife Pushkarni. They were all very good sons, and their names were Anga, Sumana, Khyati, Kratu, Angira, and Gaya. Translation: the wife of Aniga, Sunita, gave birth to a son named Vena, who was very crooked. The saintly king Anga was very disappointed with Vena's bad character, and he left home and kingdom and went out to the forest.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. So we'll stop with 1920, okay? I will read and we can stop. Today we will spend one last time with Mukunda Mala Stotram. Everybody has to chant 8 minutes for you. 8 into 4. 4 devotees can easily chant. Okay, 3 devotees at least. We'll see. First, let us hear Prabhu this voice. We'll see. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear Vidura, when great sages curse, their words are as invincible as a thunderbolt. Thus, when they cursed King Vena out of anger, he died. After his death, since there was no king, all the rogues and thieves flourished. The kingdom became unregulated, and all the citizens suffered greatly. On seeing this, the great sages took the right hand of Vena as a churning rod, and as a result of their churning, Lord Vishnu in his partial representation made his advent as King Prithu, the original emperor of the world. Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That's where we stop. Why we are stopping? Because this is the sections done. Okay, first 3. These 2. these two. 1 to 5, Vidura inquires about the Prachetas. Maitreya describes the descendants of Dhruva. So, Kant Prabhu, whatever you have read, lineage of Dhruva Maharaj, different wives, different sons, and their sons, like
Yes.
that. Manavalu, Manavaralu, like that, right? Like that. Atla. The names atlunai, okay?
Yes.
So we have completed until this section, okay? 1920. So tomorrow we'll continue 21, 24, and then 25, 39. Continue these sections, okay? Again, Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we'll.
I have a little small question. Can I ask?
Okay.
Okay, so what is the criteria to become Mano? Because we know like Indra means like 100 Ashwamedha Yagas, then he'll become Indra, and Brahma means like 100% pious activities, right? So what is the criteria for Manu? ఎందుకంటే చాక్షుష ఇప్పుడు ఇంత మంది ఉన్నారు కదా, సో ఇస్ దర్ ఎనీ క్రైటీరియా? చాక్షుష ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది కదా,
నాకే తెలియదమ్మా.
సిక్స్త్ మను.
ప్రభు మీకు ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉందా ప్రభు? లలిత్ మోహన్ ప్రభు, ఇది క్రైటీరియా అంట. క్రైటీరియా అని చెప్తున్నారు. అంతకుముందు ఏం చెప్పారు? క్రైటీరియా బ్రహ్మ ఏంటిది? బ్రహ్మ అండ్ ఇంద్రనా?
అంటే 100 అశ్వమేధ యాగాస్ చేస్తే when become Indra, and Brahma means Jiva can become Brahma if he does 100% pious activity, like అది కదా. అట్లా అట్లా మనుకి ఏముంది అంటే మారుతూ ఉంటారు కదా. సో
I don't know. I haven't heard. I don't know. If I have any info, anybody have any info? Tell us here. Hare Krishna. ఈ ప్రభుజీ ఉన్నారా? ఓకే, విల్ కీప్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద పార్కింగ్ లాట్. మేము పార్కింగ్ లాట్ అంటే బయట పార్కింగ్ లాట్ కాదు. లెట్ us discuss it after some time అని. పార్కింగ్, లెట్ us keep this question in parking lot. ప్రభు చెప్పండి, ఏమైనా ఉందా మీ దగ్గర ఐడియా?
సారీ ప్రభు, నేను వెళ్ళలేదు ప్రభు, క్షమించండి.
ఇట్స్ ఓకే, అదేం లేదు ప్రభు. Is there any criteria to choose as a Manu next time? Like, Manvantara 71 like this, right? Brahma's lifetime. So, any criteria to choose Manu? A question on there, I don't have any answer. Let us keep this question in a parking lot, and then we can continue after when somebody can get something. Okay, so let us chant, one last time. Tomorrow onwards, I am going to start with Bhagavatam verses from 7th canto, okay? So let me play this audio of Prabhu, then we will hear all the 21 verses, and then that's it. Then we will chant. Please confirm me you are able to hear the sound vibration. Please confirm me.
Mukundamala Stotram Shrival.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
we can hear.
Okay, yes or no? Yes, then yes. వినండి. ఫస్ట్ అన్ని ఒక దగ్గర పెట్టిన నేను. Actually, I have created PDF also. Anyway, okay, where is this? Okay, from here. 3 slides, 21 verses. Okay. వినండి మంచిగా. ముక్కునలు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయొచ్చు ఈరోజు. That's done. Then we'll take break. Playing. Okay.
Mukundamala Stotram Shrivalabheti Varadeti Daya Pareti Bhakta Priyeti Bhavalunthana Videti Natheti Nagashayaneti Jagannivaseti Pratidinam Kurumam Mukunda Jayatu Devo Devaki Nandanoyam Jayatu Krishna Vrishnivansha Pradeepaha Jayatu Meghashyamalah Komalango Jayatu Prithvi Bharanasho Mukundaha Mukunda Murdhana Pranipatya Yache Bhavantamekantamyantamartham Avismrtistvaccharanaravinде Bhave Mestu Bhavat Prasadat नाहं वन्दे तव चरणयोर्द्वन्द्वमद्वन्द्वहेतोः कुम्भीपाकं गुरुमपि हरे नारकं नापनेतुम् रम्या रामा मृदुतनुलता नन्दनेनापि रन्तुम् भावे भावे हृदय भवने भावयेयं भवन्तम् नष्टा धर्मेण वसुनिचये नैव कामोपभोगे यद्भाव्यं तद्भवतु भगवन् पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम् एतत् प्रार्थ्यं मम बहुमतं जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि त्वत्पादाम्भोरुहयुगगता निश्चला भक्तिरस्तु दिवि वा भुवि वा ममास्तु वासो नरके वा नरकान्तकप्रकामम् अवधीरितशारदारविन्दौ चरणौ ते मरणेऽपि चिन्तयामि हरिमेव सन्ततम् मन्दहासमुदिताननाम्बुजम् नन्दगोपतनयं परात्परम् नारदादिमुनिवृन्दवन्दितम् करचरणसरोजे कान्तिमन्नेत्रमीने श्रममुषिभुजवीची व्याकुले गाधमार्गे हरिसरसि विगाह्य पीयते जोजलौघम् भवमरुपरिखिन्नः क्लेशमद्य त्यजामि सरसि जनयने सशङ्खचक्रे मुरभिदिमा विरमस्व चित्तरन्तुम् सुखतरमपरं न जातु जाने हरिचरणस्मरणामृतेन तुल्यम् माभिर्मन्दमनो विचिन्त्य बहुधा यामिश्चिरं यातना नैवामी प्रभवन्ति पापरिपवः स्वामी ननु श्रीधरः आलस्यं व्यपनीय भक्तिसुलभं ध्यायस्व नारायणम् लोकस्य व्यसनापनोदनकरो दासस्य किं न क्षमः भवजलधिगतानां द्वन्द्ववाताहतानां सुतदुहितृकळत्रात्राणभारार्दितानां विषमविषयतो ये मज्जताम् अप्लवानां भवति शरणमेको विष्णुपोतो नराणाम् भवजलधिमगाधं दुस्तरं निस्तरेयं कथमहमिति चेतो मास्मगाः कातरत्वम् सरसिजदृशि देवे तारकी भक्तिरेका नरकभिदिनिषण्णा तारयिष्यत्यवश्यम् तृष्णातो ये मदनपवनोद्धूतमोहोर्मिमाले दारावर्ते तनयसहजा ग्राहसङ्घाकुले च संसाराख्ये महति जलधौ मज्जतां न स्त्रिधामन् पादाम्भोजे वरद भवतो भक्तिनावं प्रयुच्छ पृथ्वीरेणुरणुः पयांसि कणिकाः फल्गुस्फुलिङ्गो लघुः तेजो निःश्वसनं मरुत्तनुतरं रन्ध्रं सुसूक्ष्मं नभः क्षुद्रा रुद्रपितामह प्रभृतयः कीताः समस्ताः सुरा दृष्टे यत्र स तारको विजयते श्रीपादधूलीकणः हे लोकाः शृणुत प्रसूतिमरणा व्याधेश्चिकित्साम् इमाम् योगज्ञाः समुदाहरन्ति मुनयो यां यज्ञवल्क्यादयः अन्तर्ज्योतिरमेयमेकममृतं कृष्णाख्यमापीयताम् तत्पीतं परमौषधं वितनुते निर्वाणमात्यन्तिकम् हे मर्त्याः परमं हितं शृणुतवो वक्ष्यामि संक्षेपतः संसारार्णवमापदूर्मि बहुलं सम्यक् प्रविश्य स्थिताः नानाज्ञानमपास्य चेतसि नमो नारायणायेत्यमुम् मन्त्रं सप्रणवं प्रणामसहितं प्रावर्तयेद्धं मुहुः नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम् बद्धेनाञ्जलिना नतेन शिरसा गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन नयने नोद्गीर्णबाष्पाम्बुना नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगला ध्यानामृता स्वादिनाम् अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम् यत्कृष्णप्रणिपातधूलिधवलं तद्वर्ष्म तद्वैशिराः ते नेत्रे तमसोज्झिते सुरुचिरे याभ्यां हरिर्दृश्यते सा बुद्धिर्विमलेन्दुशङ्खधवला या माधवध्यायिनी सा जिह्वामृतवर्षिणी प्रतिपदं या स्तौति नारायणम् जिह्वे कीर्तय केशवं मुररिपुं चेतो भज श्रीधरम् पाणिद्वन्द्वसमर्चयाच्युतकथाः श्रोत्रद्वयत्वं शृणु कृष्णं लोकयलोचनद्वय हरेर्गच्छाङ्घ्र्युग्मालयम् जिघ्रघ्राणमुकुन्दपादतुलसीं मूर्धन्यमाधोक्षजम् आम्नायाभ्यसनान्यरण्यरुदितं वेदव्रतान्यन्वहम् मेदश्चेदफलानि पूर्तविधयः सर्वं हुतं भस्मनि तीर्थानामवगाहनानि च गजा स्नानं विना यत्पद द्वन्द्वाम्भोरुह संस्मृतिं विजयते देवः स नारायणः.
Total 8 minutes, 42 seconds. These 21 verses, okay? 8 minutes, 42 seconds. One mala, one japa beat bag on the beat bag on the mala, 108 there, right? Minimum 8 to 7 to 8 minutes will take, like that, 21 verses, huh? So now 18 minutes there, okay? 3 devotees he can easily try. I can wait. Who wants to do? This is a challenge again. Yesterday Saraswati Mata did very nice. So today, who wants to do? 3 of you. Please choose yourself and chant.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hari Bol Mataji enthusiasm. Ek mega istaran mere connection. But let me chant this one. Okay. ஆழ்வார்கள் பன்னிருவர் பொய்கையார் பூதத்தார் பெய்யாழ்வார் திருமலைசை நம்மாழ்வார் மதுர கவி பெரியாழ்வார் ஆண்டாள் குலசேகரர் தொண்டரடி பொடி திருப்பாணி திருமங்கை என ஆழ்வார்கள் பன்னிருவர். In that Kulashekara Alvar we are chanting. Okay, Mataji. Chayandi Virga.
Hare Krishna.
21 verses.
Sare Prabhuji. శ్రీవల్లభేతి వరదేతి దయాపరేతి భక్త ప్రీతి పవలుంటనకు విదేతి నాథేతి నాగశయనేతి జగన్నివాసేతి చారాపినం ప్రతిదినం కురు మాం ముకుంద జయతు జయతు దేవో దేవకీ నందనోయం జయతు జయతు కృష్ణో వృష్ణివంశ ప్రదీప జయతు జయతు వేదశ్యామల కోమలాంగో జయతు జయతు పృథ్వీ పారనాశో ముకుంద ముకుంద మూర్నా ప్రణిపత్యయాచే భవంతమేకాంతమియంతమర్థం అవిస్మృతిస్వచరణారవిందే భవే భవే మేస్తు భవత్ప్రసాదాత్ నాహం వందే తవ చరణయోర్వందమద్వంద్వహేతుః కుంభీపాకం గురుమపి హరే నారకం నాపనేతుం రమ్యా రామా మృదుతనులతా నందనేనాపిరంతుం భావే భావే హృదయ భవనే భావయేయం భవంతం నాస్తా ధర్మేణ వసునిచయే నైవ కామోపభోగే యద్భావం తద్భవతు భగవన్ పూర్వకర్మానురూపం ఏతత్పాఠ్యం మమ బహుమతం జన్మ జన్మాంతరేపి తత్పాదాంబోరుహయుగగత నిశ్చలా భక్తిరస్తు. దివి వా భువి వా మమాస్తు వాసో నరకే వా నరకాంతక ప్రకామం అవతీరిత శారదారవిందౌ చరణౌ తే మరణేపి చింతయామి చింతయామి హరిమేవ సంతతం మందహాసముదితాననాంబుజం నందగోపతనయం పరాత్పరం నారదాదిముని బృందవందితం కరచరణ సరోజే కాంతిమన్యేత్రమీనే శ్రమముషిభుజవీతి వ్యాకులే గాధమార్గే సరసి విగాహ్య పీయతే జోషలౌఘం భవమరు పరిభిన్న క్లేశమద్యత్వజామి సరసిజదయనే సశంక చక్రే మురభిధిమా విరమస్వ చిత్తరంతుం సుఖతరమపరం న జాతు జానే హరిచరణ స్మరణా మృతేన తుల్యం మాభిర్మందమనో విచింత బహుదా యామీశ్వరం యాతనా నైవామి ప్రభవంతి పాపరిపః స్వామీ నను శ్రీధర ఆలస్యం వ్యపనీయ భక్తి సులభం ధ్యాయస్వ నారాయణం లోకస్య వ్యసనాపనోదనకరో దాసస్య కిం న క్షమః భవజలధిగతానాం ద్వంద్వవాతాహతానాం సుతదుహితృకలత్రా త్రాణభారార్తితానాం విషమ విషయతో ఏ మజ్జతామప్లవానాం భవతి శరణమేకో విష్ణుపోతో నరాణాం భవజలధిమగాధం దుస్తరం నిస్తరేయం కథమహమితి చేతో మాస్మగా కాతరత్వం సరసిజ దృషి దేవే తారకే భక్తిరేకా నరక విధి నిషన్నా తారయిష్యత్యవశ్యం తృష్ణాతో ఏ మదన పవనోద్భూతం దూతమోహోర్మిమాలే ధారావర్తే తనయ సహజ గ్రాహ సంగాకులే చ సంసారాఖ్యే మహతి జలదౌ మజ్జతామాం నస్థిధామన్ పాదాంబోజే వరద భవతో భక్తినావం ప్రయచ్చ పృథ్వీరేణురనుపయాంసి కణికా పల్గుస్ఫులింగోలగా స్థేజో నిశ్వసనం మరుత్తనుతరం రంధ్రం సుసూక్ష్మం నభః క్షుద్రారుద్ర పితామహ ప్రభృతయః కీటా సమస్తాసురా దుష్టే యత్ర స తారకో విజయతే శ్రీపాదధూళీ కనక హే లోకాస్తృణుత ప్రసూతి మరణా వ్యాధే చికిత్సామిమాం యోగజ్ఞా సముదాహరంతి మునయో యాం యజ్ఞవల్కాదయః అంతర్జ్యోతిరమేయమేకమమృతం కృష్ణాఖ్యమాపీయతాం तत्पीदं परमौषधं वितनुते निर्वाणमात्यान्तिकम् हे मर्त्या परमं हितं शृणुता वो वक्ष्यामि संक्षेपतः संसारार्णवमापदूर्मि बहुलं सम्यक् प्रविश्य स्थिताः नानाज्ञानमपास्य चेतसि नमो नारायणायेत्यमुं मन्त्रं सप्रणवं प्रणामसहितं प्रावर्तयद्वं मुहुः तेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगता मेकादिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य धातरि परे दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषादमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्धतं सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम् भद्देनाञ्जलिनानतेन शिरसा गात्रै सरोमोद्गमै कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गतेन नयने नो नोत्कीर्णभाषाम्बुना नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगला ध्यानामृता स्वादिनाम् अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम् यत्कृष्णा प्रणिपातधूलिधवलं त्वद्वर्ष्म तद्वै शिरा स्तेनेते तमस्सोज्जिते सुरचिरे याभ्यां हरिदृश्यते सा बुद्धिर्विमलेन्दुशङ्खधवला या माधवाध्यायिनी सा जिह्वामृतवर्षिणी प्रतिपदं या स्तौति नारायणम् जिह्वे कीर्तय केशवं मुररिपुं चेतो भजा श्रीधरं पाणिद्वन्द्वसमर्चयाच्युतकथा श्रोत्रद्वयत्वं शृणु कृष्णं लोकय लोचनद्वय हरेर्गच्छाङ्घ्रियुग्मालयं जिग्रघ्राणमुकुन्दपादतुलसीं मूर्धन्नमादोक्षजम् आम्यायाभ्यसनान्यरण्यरुदितं वेदव्रतान्यन्वहं मेधच्छेदफलानि पूर्तविदयः सर्वं हुतं भस्मनि तीर्थानामवगाहनानि च गजा स्नानं विना यत्पदा द्वन्द्वाद्भाम्बोरुह संस्कृतिं विजयते देवस्य नारायण। हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी।
అమేజింగ్ యుగల గీతం ఫస్ట్ ఏమో మీ ఇద్దరు కలిసి ఫస్ట్ మొత్తం ఈ పేజ్ అంతా యుగల గీతం లాగా చేసిన యుగల గీతం నెక్స్ట్ దెన్ మాతాజీ సోలో సింగర్ వెరీ నైస్ మాతాజీ మధ్యలో మీ వాయిస్ లో అడుగుదాం అనుకున్నా మీరు ఫోకస్ చేస్తున్నారు ఈ మధ్యలో మాట్లాడలేదు ఎవరేమో మధ్యలో మీరు చాంటింగ్ చేస్తుంటే కొన్ని వాటర్ తాగాల్సి ఉండే మాతాజీ ఇట్స్ ఓకే
లేదు బాబు ప్రభుజీ గట్టిగా వాడడం వల్ల టెన్షన్ పడింది
వెరీ నైస్ ఈ వయసులో ఈ పదాలు నోరు తిరగడం అనేది అమేజింగ్ భగవంతుడు ఇచ్చిన వరం థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అమేజింగ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సో నెక్స్ట్ హూ వాంట్స్ టు డూ who wants to do next one more devotee do it 21 words yeah
ప్రభు నేను ట్రై చేయనప్పుడు
చేయండి ప్రభు
శ్రీవల్లభేతి వరదేతి దయాపరేతి భక్త ప్రియేతి భవలంతన కోవిదేతి నాతేతి నాగశయనేతి జగన్నివాసే త్యాలాపనం ప్రతిదినం కురుమం ముకుంద జయతు జయతు దేవో దేవకీ నందనోయాం జయతు జయతు కృష్ణో వృష్ణివంశ ప్రదీపః जयतु मेघ श्यामलः कोमलाङ्गो जयतु पृथ्वी भारनाशो मुकुन्दा मुकुन्दमृद्दान प्रणिपत्य याचे भवन्तमेकान्तमियन्तमर्थम् अविस्मृतित्वचरणारविन्दे भवे भवे मेस्तु भवत्प्रसादात् नाहं वन्दे तव चरणयो द्वन्द्वहेतो कुम्भीपाकं गुरुमपि हरे नारकं नात्मनेतं रम्या रामा मृदुतनुलता नन्दनेनापि रक्तं भावे भावे हृदय भवने भावयेयं भवन्तम् नष्टा धर्मेण वा सुचयने नैव कामोपभोगे यद्भव्यं तत् भवति भगवन् पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम् एतत् प्रत्यं मम बहुमतां जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि त्वत्पद्मा त्वत्पदाम्भोरुहयुगा गीत युगगता निश्चले भक्तिरस्तु दिवि वा भुवि वा ममस्तु वासो नारका वा नारकण्टका प्रकामम् अद्भिरित शरणा शारदारविन्दौ चरणौ ते मरणेऽपि चिन्तयामि हरिव सततं मन्दहासामुदितननन्दनं भुजं नन्दगोपातनयं परत्परं नारदेदिमुनिवृन्द वन्दितं करचरणसरोजे कान्तिमन्नेत्रमयिने श्रममुसि भुज वीची व्याकुले गाधमाचे हरिसरसवियोग्य पीयतेजो जलौघां भवमरु परिखिन्नाः क्लेशदद्यात् त्याज्यामि सरसिज नयने सरसिज नयने शशंख चक्रे मुरभिधि मा विरस्मा चित्ते रत्तं सुखतरम् अपर्णा जातु जाने हरिचरण समनार्तने तुल्यम् माभिर्मन्दमनो विचिन्तयां बुद्धा यस्मिन् वराम यातनां नैवामि प्रभवन्ति पाप रिपवा स्वामिनानु श्रीधरः आलस्यं व्यापन्या भक्ति सुलभं ध्यायास्व नारायणं लोकस्य व्यसना पानोदना करोदास्य किं न कस्वाम ప్రభు హరే కృష్ణ థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు ఇక్కడ వరకే ప్రభు నాకు చాలా లేట్ అవుతుంది థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఓకే ఆల్రెడీ 9:28 ఆల్సో ఇట్స్ ఓకే సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఐడియా వీక్లీ వన్స్ ఇది మనం భావతో నేర్చుకున్నా కూడా వీక్లీ వన్స్ ఎవరో ఒకరు వచ్చి ప్రజెంట్ చేయండి 21 వర్సెస్ 8 minutes ఒక చాంటింగ్ జపం చేసినంత సో వీక్లీ వన్స్ ఒక డివోటీని పిలుస్తాను నేను ప్రిపేర్డ్ అండ్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ ఐ విల్ సెండ్ ద పీడిఎఫ్ ఫైల్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ శ్లోకాస్ వీక్లీ వన్స్ ఇద్దాం బట్ ఈవెన్ దో భాగవతం శ్లోకాస్ కానీ ఓకే విల్ సీ హరే కృష్ణ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ యువర్ అసోసియేషన్ డియర్ డివోటీస్ విల్ కనెక్ట్ టుమారో ఓకే వాంఛాకల్పతరుభ్యశ్చ కృపాసింధుభ్యైవ చ పతితానాం పావనేభ్యో వైష్ణవేభ్యో నమో నమః అనంతకోటి వైష్ణవ వృందకి జై జగద్గురు శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదకి జై నితాయ గౌర హరి ప్రేమానందే హరి హరి బోల్ ఓకే హ్యావ్ ఎ నైస్ ట్యూస్డే right? Yeah, have a nice Krishna conscious Tuesday. Hare Krishna. Chalo, we'll wrap up, huh? Take care.